Welcome back to the Byron and Pace podcast.
Welcome home to the Byron and Pace podcast.
Special guest today,
Such a special guest.
Mr. William Gibb. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Very excited. I'm excited. I've got some good stories. We've got some good questions. We're going to unpack this together. As you know, we're starting to get guests on. You're our second guest.
Who was the first?
My best friend, a good friend of ours, so we started this show and he's like one of those people that loves trivia.
Yeah.
And is like always on Reddit, like telling me crazy stories. So this is like his favorite pastime is sending us crazy stories to tell on the Byron and Pace show.
Yeah.
So we're like, why don't you just come on and just like tell some of the stories yourself?
Yeah.
And it was super awesome because he's not a content creator or whatever. His name's Nick Grove. But he had probably over 5 million views on the videos that he did.
You only shared 2 stories and they both went viral.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He had 3.5 million on one of the videos.
Yeah, one of them was our biggest, probably top 5.
And people were
3.5
like,
mil.
oh, we love the new guy and stuff like that. So it was awesome for him.
That's so sick. Yeah.
So no pressure.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey. Yeah.
Can you just move your laptop a little bit, Dale?
But he's like literally, he's a salesman. We call him an amateur salesman.
Yeah, that's
but,
meme of the show.
but like he's literally like the best storyteller I know. And I'm trying to get him to make content, but we'll see. But yeah, so
All
no
right.
pressure.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I'll go first then because I got a few.
All right.
Look, I got some quick ones, some snappy ones. So, again, the aim of the game, what is it? Fact or cap? Yeah, I was going to say true or false.
Yeah.
So I'll try trick you guys. You got to try guess if it's true or false.
Sweet.
So did you know a jockey once won a race after he had already died?
Okay.
So in 1923, a jockey named Frank Hayes won a horse racing competition despite suffering a fatal heart attack near the end of the 2-mile contest at Belmont Point in New York, USA. The man's limp and lifeless body, however, was still lying intact in the saddle as the horses kept on racing the tracks, jumping fences in a rush to the winning post. No one could match the 20-1 outsider, Sweet Kiss, who was a surprise winner at the end of the race. But when the horse won the race, people were left in shock when they saw Hayes' body dropping out of the saddle. Reports said the doctor ran on and immediately claimed he was dead.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a good story.
It's a great story. It's a great story. I'm just curious as to like how violently you'd be thrashed
know.
about on the
Yeah.
horse.
I know.
And how, because I've ridden horses and
Okay.
your legs, depending on the stirrups, can get quite in there. Like you
Right.
can really get stuck leg wise in the horse.
So you think a dead body could get stuck on the horse?
Yeah, I do. But I don't see it not going like thrashing about like that.
Yeah. Well, they don't know why he died, but the theory is because he lost a lot of weight right before the race
Right.
really quickly, so he'd race faster, and that caused a heart attack.
So, but a heart attack doesn't kill you instantly. So maybe he was like hanging on for dear life.
Oh,
and
you know,
then
he was
by
like-
the time the race was over,
Yeah.
he died.
And from a distance, like you're not right up close with the racing, like you are kind of far
yeah,
back.
especially 1923.
Oh, yeah.
This is back in the 20s.
1923.
Yeah, this is a while ago. This is almost 100 years ago.
I find it extremely hard to believe that he would have stayed on the horse. So I'm going to say it's a brilliant story. It's probably true, but I'm going to say bullshit.
Bullshit? What's your guess?
I'm going to say, I really want to say bullshit, but I'm going to say true.
All right,
just to
fair.
have, I'm going to say
Fair.
true.
It is completely true.
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
Well played.
Yes.
completely
Fucking hell.
true.
That's
Why-
a good one.
Yeah, it's intense, but like,
Was it a fan submission or was
No,
it
that was-
Byron special?
I'm not getting fan submissions now. We've slowed down so much.
That's because I changed the link in our bio to just our YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Can
that's
we get
why.
something? It makes my job a lot easier.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, we don't have to find the story. I got one, but it wasn't
That's a great one to start with. That's one of the most divisive ones we've had.
divisive. What
Well,
does
as
that
in
mean?
like, I could have gone either way.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
All right,
All right.
what do you got?
I'll take it away. Have you guys heard about the man who ate a plane?
I have heard about this actually.
I think I have.
I teach
So-
us that empower you. I use a story to teach a point.
So, this guy had a condition where he couldn't actually eat regular food. He was born. His name was Michel Letito, born in 1950 in Grenoble, in France. He had a condition known as pica, which gave Michel a taste for unusual and non-nutritive items. He started eating shattered glass as a child. Doctors found he had an incredibly resilient digestive system, super thick stomach lining and intestines. As a result, he could safely consume anything he wanted. His technique revolved around reducing metal objects to smaller pieces, making them easier for his body to handle, and then keeping his throat lubricated with mineral oil.
Oh my God.
In this way, he ate 18 bicycles, 15 shopping carts, 7 TV sets, 6 chandeliers, 2 beds, 1 pair of skis, 1 computer, 1 Cessna light aircraft,
It's like that bloody Christmas song.
1 waterbed, 500 meters of steel chain, 1 coffin with handles, 1 Guinness World Record plaque, 45 door hinges, and he died of natural causes.
Oh my, yeah, of course he not died of
Yeah,
natural causes.
yeah.
That's the. Oh man.
So he couldn't eat normal food.
He had a really hard time digesting like soft normal foods like bananas and stuff like that, and he had this disease which meant he craved non-nutritious like hard crunchy food.
But how did he
Fucking
get his
hell.
daily intake?
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, fine, don't have a banana then. Have a fucking have a biscuit.
Yeah, yeah.
Harder. It's not a bit like
Put a Tim Tam in a
crunchier.
fridge.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say true just because it was so detailed.
Yeah.
If you made that up, fair play.
Fair enough, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I mean, it's got to be true, right? Like I've heard similar rumblings of such a story.
I hate to say it, but it's 100% true.
Yes.
Like, how can this be true?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen the guy? Have you seen pictures of him? His teeth are like
Oh my
sharp,
God.
like
Ooh.
like
So it's actually
gremlin
different
teeth.
to the one I was thinking of. The one I was thinking of was a man who ate the plane, and I use it as a point for doing small things to achieve big goals. Like, how do you achieve a big goal?
But that's how he did it.
Small things at a time. He would shave off his food.
It's probably the same guy. I'm sure there's only one of these.
Oh, well, he would shave off metal and put it in his sandwiches and stuff. And over like 20 years, he ate a plane.
Hey.
I just
Unless
the
it's-
goal is just so like okay,
Unless that's
I
a bullshit
guess.
story.
Knowing me, I would like shave off bits of it and I'd be like, okay, this is going really well. But then when I got to like closer towards the end, I'd get a little bit arrogant. I'd be like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole wheel. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
shave it down. And then I'd
and
choke
gone,
and
and then you
die
die.
Yeah.
on the last bit.
I don't have that level of patience, 20 years.
Oh God, no.
That's a good one.
Psycho.
All right. Do you want to go now or do you want us to keep going?
Yeah, I've got one.
All right, let's hear it.
I got so I'm a really big. I've got 2 football ones.
Yeah.
I'm a really big.
What football do you,
fan.
AFL?
No, soccer.
Okay,
Let's
good,
go.
good. Yes,
Okay,
good,
yeah, so
good.
I'm a really big football fan.
I mean, he's big into football. It's my sport of choice, but I'm
Yeah.
not super.
So there's one I've got the details of in my head, and then I've got a second one that I'll have to get my notes up.
That's
that
fine.
I've, that
Bring
I've
your phone
typed
out.
up.
That's all
okay.
good.
So this one follows. This is very grim.
Okay.
Do we say grim ones?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, mate, I've done horrendous ones. Last time
Okay.
I did like the toy box killer, remember?
Yeah.
I did like a serial killer.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So this one. Okay. So during a game in Brazil in 1980s, in the 80s, there was a young referee who was refereeing one of his first games, and it was for like the second division of Brazilian football, and it was pretty big stadium, fairly packed, proper game, right? It was a proper professional game of football, and a certain player made a tackle, and the referee gave him a red card and sent him off. The player arced up to him, pushed him around like, what are you talking about? Like, absolutely no way. The referee, out of self-defense, pulls out a shiv from his sock and stabs the player in the neck. The player collapses.
Oh my God.
Then all of the fans rushed the field, picked up the referee, beheaded him,
There's no way.
stuck his head on the flag, and then like paraded his body throughout the streets.
In 1983?
Yeah.
In Brazil. Brazil's a pretty
I
hectic
mean, I was about
country,
to say,
but that is
football in Brazil, a lot can happen there. They love their sport.
I feel like that's yours was like a guy ate funny foods, and yours was
that's like some Game of Thrones shit.
yeah. That's pretty insane.
That's awesome, though. Like, awesome story in
Yeah.
terms of shock
Oh my
factor.
God.
How do they behead him? With what?
I'm sure of anyone like they probably used his knife on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure there's ways.
They just slowly hack away. Like,
They probably
Yeah.
beat him to death first. Wow. I'm
True,
going to say
yeah.
this is true because Brazil football 1980s, like anything could happen.
I think it's true, but I might go bullshit just on the I think if I was betting, I'd say 90% true, 10% false. I definitely think it's true, but just for a bit of spiciness, I'm going to go bullshit.
So it's true.
Ah, yes!
But I think I embellished one or two
Okay,
things. Like
okay.
I don't know if they paraded his body through the street, but they hung him up.
That's
Like,
enough.
oh my God. They
Oh, did they behead him?
yes.
Oh my
And they
God.
stuck his head on the flagpoles.
Oh my!
So-
did he kill the player?
I think so. Yeah.
So a referee was beheaded for giving a red card.
No, well, for stabbing a player in the neck.
Stabbed-
Not for giving the red card.
yeah.
Wow. Fuck.
That's
Yeah, pretty
hardcore.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
hardcore. That's a good one.
That is a fantastic one.
That's a good one. All right.
Whew.
This is another good one. This is kind of quick as well. Did you know there's a man building a real life Darth Vader suit?
Okay.
So American millionaire Dave Sanderson has been building a real life Darth Vader suit for the past 2 years and it's nearly complete. Now, when I say he's building it, he's employed. like a bunch of people to do it for him, engineers and stuff, having spent just over $18.3 million to make a real life replica of the infamous black suit that features a voice modifier, breathing apparatus, prosthetic limbs, and an augmented reality filter. As an avid Star Wars fan, Dave stated he was bored and wanted to do something awesome with his money.
18 million? Just
18.3.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to go bullshit, and I've got some reasons as to why.
Nice. All right.
My first reason is I don't think it would cost that much money. Like $18.3 million is so much money. And I don't know if a suit like
Prosthetic limbs though.
Yeah, I know, but like that is like so much cash.
Yeah.
And my second thing is I think the reason why this story might have come up is because of the new Obi-Wan series. So I'm thinking maybe that was in your head at the time, and then you're like, I'm going to do a story about the Darth Vader suit.
That is definitely something I like to do to try cash in on anything that's relevant.
Yeah, so I'm going to not true.
Okay, Dale.
I mean, you make a very convincing counter argument, which is the hard thing about it's easier to trick one person than it is to trick two.
Yeah.
Because they start to collude. Do I think someone in America is rich and dumb enough to try this? 100%. I don't think the 18 million price tag would stop someone. So I'm going to go with true.
True. All right. It's actually bullshit.
Yes.
But you're freaking lucky because your reasoning was actually off. I got the story. Basically, Vogue or something, some like big, company.
Yeah.
They ran the math and they estimate it genuinely would cost $18.3 million to make a Darth Vader suit. So I took that and made up my own story around it. So when you were saying that, I was like, no, that's the only true part about the story.
So I was wrong. I was right and wrong.
Mate, you got there in the end. So that's all that matters.
All right. All righty. Okay. I don't have a Star Wars link, but
you were correct on me trying to link it with Obi-Wan though.
Really?
I always try to link it to something that's relevant.
Yeah.
No, of course. So did you know penguins used to be as tall as LeBron James?
Emperor penguins?
The now extinct Colossus penguin stood 6 inches, 6 foot 8 inches tall from toe to beak tip, dwarfing most humans. Archaeologists found the remains in Antarctica. They estimate that the bird probably would have weighed 250 pounds. Interestingly, the larger bird could hold their breath for longer, probably staying underwater for 40 minutes at a time.
Wow. Colossal penguin. I mean, this is such a rough one because the stuff that's existed throughout human history.
Crazy.
You could make anything up and we'll have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, you just get
The
anyone.
wombats that were like the size
get
of
anyone who's
fucking
not
houses.
Australian.
Megalodon.
and talk about
all that
megafauna
stuff.
and they won't believe you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll say true because of the fact that there was literally great white sharks that were as long as the Titanic and like all those
Wait,
ridiculous
actually?
things. Well, like megalodons, right? They were like
Sure.
45
megalodon
meters long or
sharks,
something.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how. Actually, the Titanic was not 45 meters long. Was it? It was longer than that.
probably a lot longer. But like,
yeah.
the
It would
interesting
have been
thing
a
is,
shit movie if it was.
the interesting thing is the biggest mammal to ever exist is still alive today.
The blue
The
whale.
whale, yeah. That's the biggest mammal to ever exist in human history that we know of.
But it didn't make any enemies.
No.
Yeah.
And it survived. I'm going to go true.
You reckon it's true?
Colossal penguin?
Yeah, I got to go true
Yeah?
just because of it.
This story is true, guys.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good one.
Colossal
That'd be
penguin.
terrifying.
Yeah, it would be terrifying.
6'8".
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
They could slap you. Just knock you out.
And they would.
That's mad though.
Okay, I'm gonna get the details up.
Yeah, bring
on
it up.
my phone.
Do you
Bring it
want
up.
to go while we...
I'll do a quick one. I got a real quick one while you're doing that.
Okay.
Did you know there's a museum dedicated to failure?
Okay.
Boasting around 159 failed products and innovations, the Touring Museum of Failure, located in Canada, features a display on such bad ideas such as Harley Davidson perfume, Colgate frozen entrees,
I've seen worse perfumes than Harley Davidson.
Microsoft Zune, Google Glass, remember the glasses?
Oh, shit, yeah.
The DeLorean, as in Back to the Future car,
Yeah.
and over 100 other famous failures.
And the Byron Dempsey podcast.
In the Byron Dempsey podcast. Nice.
Yeah, I believe it.
You believe it?
Yeah, I reckon that's true.
You think it's true, Will?
I didn't hear it because I was looking at the thing. Fuck.
The Museum of Failures. They have...
There's a
Oh
museum.
yeah, there's a museum of failures. I'm gonna say there's a museum of like torture.
Yeah, I've been to
Yeah.
it in Prague.
Yeah,
I've been to it.
there's sex. Like there's museums about everything.
Yeah.
If there's not a museum about failure, and that's bullshit, we're starting one now.
Yeah,
all right.
true. It's true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I would go there.
I've been to a torture museum, which is hardcore. I've been to a sex museum, and I went to an Apple museum.
Have you been to the Sex Torture Museum? Though?
No.
Yeah. Well, that's a new one.
That's one.
That's my house. Okay, so I got the dates.
Okay.
I got the dates. Okay, so did you know there was a footballer right? Again, Brazilian,
Okay.
who played his entire career and never played a single match.
Okay.
Is it on the bench?
He never stepped on the field. No.
Okay.
Didn't even get on the bench.
Go on.
So, he did once. So what happened was this guy called Carlos Kaiser, right? Great name.
Yeah,
And
very good
he
name.
was a massive dude, really big and very fit. He could run really well. And he got picked up by a pretty big football club. They saw his like fitness, right? And then as soon as he was signed to the club, he faked a hamstring injury. And because of the
Contract?
the contract, but the lack of technology, he no one could prove that he was
couldn't
lying.
scan him or-
they
yeah.
couldn't scan him or lying because again, this was back
Yeah.
whenever before that sort of technology. So they couldn't prove that he was lying. So he just had a hamstring and he ran out his contract. And then he would make friends with the executives and all these big people who really liked him. And then another club would sign him and then he would be injured again. And then
way.
and then one time the kitchen staff person like caught him like kind of faking the injury.
Yeah.
And then he moved to another club and no one had really realized this. And then
I guess the clubs wanted to lie and say that he was okay because then they could sell him.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So then what happened was he actually once got named on the bench and he couldn't fake the injury. Like he was like, holy shit, like I have to play. And he was just as he was about to get subbed on, he goes on the pitch and 5 seconds later, he like spots a fan saying something at him. And in order not to play, he gets really angry, takes off his shirt and charges into the crowd and he gets himself a red card and suspended.
Nice.
So he literally earned all this money and he never played a single game.
It's like a Tinder swindler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's genius. But it's like
But it's also like not the most, proud thing,
Yeah, sure.
not very passionate in what you're doing.
But I suppose if, maybe you're in the Brazil, you grew up in the slums and then you...
True, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe he was great for morale, like a great team.
true. And intimidating,
Yeah.
knowing he's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
bench, big man. I'm going to say true.
A whole career.
Whole entire career.
I don't reckon you can. I don't reckon you
now
can.
that you're
I reckon
saying it.
bullshit.
Bullshit. His whole never played.
I'll stick with true. I'll stick with my guns.
It is true.
Yeah,
Never played, made all the money, and and then he
No
just
way.
fled. And he became friends with like all these big like Mexican like officials who just like protected him after.
That's sick.
He's a professional football player.
Love it.
You can
Yeah.
use that.
Never played.
Wow.
Wouldn't you want to have played just once?
Yeah, I know. Surely.
I
Get
know,
him right
and
out,
chalk
like-
it off to a bad game.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no, he's
exactly.
never
Yeah.
played. Apparently, he was like really bad.
I was about to say, is he that bad? That
Yeah,
you
I
couldn't,
think he
like-
was genuinely.
Because you would have to go to training, or unless I guess you're injured, you don't
He was
train.
injured. He was just
Oh my
always
God, yeah,
injured.
true. He would have just been
Yeah.
the biggest flop.
Yeah.
The dream.
Wow. Okay, interesting. 2 football ones.
Yeah, that's my interest levels.
All right, I got one more. Have you heard about the dying man who accidentally won the lottery by playing golf?
What the?
You know what? I saw this on our email, but I didn't read it, so I don't know if it's true or false.
So, Andrew Street was a 45-year-old with brain cancer and had been given about 12 months to live, give or take. Without private health insurance, he couldn't afford the surgery, so he was winding down his days playing golf with friends and spending time with family. One day he was out playing golf. He mishit the ball about 20 meters into the woods surrounding Heather Ridge Golf Club, and as he went hopelessly in search of his ball, he saw a lottery ticket on the ground. He said he wasn't really sure why he picked it up, but he claims he was due some luck.
Nah.
Later that day, he pulled over on his way home, checked the ticket, and he won over $6 million.
Nah. This is like My Name is Earl. So stuff.
While he was able to afford his surgery and top quality aftercare, he never fully recovered and lived another 3 years, and a large percentage of the remaining millions were donated to brain cancer research.
Well, that's cool.
I just don't think it's true because like I play golf and I'm not picking anything up off the ground. If I mishit a ball as well, I'm furious, and I wouldn't be looking and.
I love the window inside his head.
Yeah.
Like, I love how he just verbalizes what he's thinking. It's like, that's an
yeah.
interest. I never would have gone there.
Yeah, no, I'm saying false.
Okay.
I'm going to say bullshit as well.
All right. This story is a fan submission and is 100% bullshit.
Yes. Let's go.
Yes,
Avery Mercer, I tried. I've nursed the story as much as
Yeah.
I could,
Yeah.
but you couldn't get him.
No,
the $6 million lottery as well. I'd be disappointed.
But if it's often lottery,
Yeah,
often
yeah.
lotteries are split between loads of
yeah,
people.
it'll be like 85 mil. I actually, researching one of the stories, I didn't bring it in today, was a guy who was like lining up and he was like, you know what, I've got an extra $3. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket. But he let an old woman go in front of him and she bought a lottery ticket. And then later on, like a week later, he saw her on TV and she won $90 million. And he went, if I hadn't let her in, I would have bought the same ticket.
Okay, would you rather be the guy who doesn't let someone in but wins, or
100%.
let someone in and doesn't win?
No, 100%.
Wait, would I rather be the guy?
who you let someone in and they win, or you're an asshole so you don't let them in but you won?
But no one knows you let them in.
I'd be the asshole.
Yeah, I'm being an arsehole every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I'd be like, sorry,
What does she need the money for? She's on her last legs anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I mean, I agree. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, I got one more and then we'll go to Would You Rathers.
Okay.
So guess how much Stranger Things paid Kate Bush to license her song Running Up That Hill?
Fuck. I mean, whatever they paid her, it was worth it.
Well, how much do you think? If you had
As
to
in, like,
guess?
she should have paid them.
Right, yeah, she should have.
I
But
don't-
that's not what happened.
I don't think they paid her.
You don't think?
No.
I know they would have had to have paid her just because the way that like publishing royalties work and like song rights in TV shows.
I'm going to say $5,000.
5,000? What do you think?
I reckon they paid her probably closer to like 5 mil.
Okay. Keep in mind, this is one of Netflix's biggest shows. So Kate Bush is very, very selective with who she licenses her music to. She's famous in the industry for who she licenses her music to. And Stranger Things was no different. When approached to use her song in the hit Netflix show, Kate said no to the original offer of $2 million. However, the Duffer Brothers were a big fan of her work and they were 100% convinced they needed her song to get across the point they wanted to make in the show, managed to ask Netflix for a raise and they got from $2 million to $4 million. Kate agreed to the price and her song Running Up That Hill has surged to the top of Spotify charts, is trending on TikTok, making an entirely new generation of music lovers fall in love with the British singer and songwriter Kate Bush.
How good am I?
Yeah,
1 mil off.
That was
Yeah.
That was well. I also heard that they had to like pitch, like they had to bring in like a full document and like really
Yeah.
pitch it,
Yeah,
and
they
they
did.
actually like had to like film, like they showed her the script. They had to like really like pitch it to her.
Yeah, unless it's bullshit.
No, it's true.
You think it's true?
Well, I think I don't know about the money thing. I kind of because I know that I've heard the story.
I reckon it's true.
Because I
Think
know
it's true?
she's selective. I've got to say true, unless you
True.
Yeah.
It's actually complete bullshit.
Fuck you.
What?
And I have no idea how much they paid her. I made up that whole thing. All I know is that she was selective and they did have to convince her, but I don't know what money was
Oh
involved.
fuck! Damn it!
So you were right. You
fucked
were
it.
right.
I fucked it.
You were like, I think because of this, and then you went, but I'm still going to go true.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, so the real story is basically she's actually a huge fan of Stranger Things, and the Duffer Brothers had to pitch and show her the script and show her how her song will be used, and then she eventually said yes. I don't know what exchange of money was involved.
They would have still had to pay shitloads of money.
Probably.
Because
But
it's not just
4 or
her,
5
it's a
million? Nah.
So a publishing company as well would own half of it. So like,
Yeah, but not 4 or 5 million, surely.
That's a lot of
Like this is like a,
I mean, she's made more than that now.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that's got to be the wage of some of the actors, 4 or 5 mil.
Yeah.
True. But I haven't seen the show. I don't know
Oh,
who
so
the
it's-
actors are, but I
it's a
definitely know that song's number one right
It's a
now.
huge part of the show.
Yeah.
And it's like, it have you seen it?
Yeah.
It revolves around like saving a character and stuff. So it's not just like a song. It's like
Yeah,
constantly
spoiler
playing.
alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Oops. All right, that's it.
Alrighty.
Would you rathers? I got
Yes.
Let's do it. I got a couple good ones. Let's yeah, we got a little bit of
two. All
time.
right. Yeah, here we go. Would you rather humans discover a signal from intelligent life from another planet, or we figure out how to extend human life for another 100 years?
I
So
reckon
either
we
discover aliens.
I reckon we discover aliens because I feel like we're gonna figure out how to live for another 100 years anyway. I think that's already in the bag.
You don't think we're going to discover aliens anytime soon? I don't think we'll
I don't think
discover
so.
them. I think they're going to have to discover us.
My gut feeling is no, we're not going to discover them anytime soon. So I would go with that.
I would rather that, but I think because like, I don't know, because look, that could be a big bad thing.
It could be a big bad thing.
But
for
what's
sure.
the quality of life from 100 to 200?
That is a good question, isn't
like,
it?
what is it?
Yeah,
It's
are we
like
just old
another
bags?
100 years of like absolute shit. And also you'd think as well,
absolute
like,
shit.
You'd think as well, like the people that like that's not going to be granted access to everyone, as we know. So like, I think
Yeah.
that would
Yes.
be used as like some sort of awful torture. I don't know. I would rather discover the aliens because
It's more exciting as
wholesome.
well.
Yeah.
And
Like-
then my hope is that it would bring people together, bring nations together,
Oh,
because we've got now a common,
common
enemy.
enemy.
Yeah,
Have you seen what a 100-year-old person looks like?
no.
yeah. I've had 3 in my family.
Yeah. Add another 70 years onto that.
Yeah, but the idea is that you're, I guess, like doubling the effectiveness of your lifespan.
Sure. So maybe I only look 100 when I'm 200. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, have you seen Altered Carbon?
No. Oh, no.
That's the concept of like where they have a chip in the back of your head and that's where your memories are and you just switch bodies. And so rich people
Yeah,
live
that's
forever and
sick.
ever and ever
Yeah.
and they call them sleeves and they can get the sexy looking sleeves with like muscles. And then, yeah, exactly as you say, people on the ground are impoverished and people just live forever and ever. And because they live forever, they keep making more and more money.
Yeah.
They just keep making more and more and more. So
Yeah, well, we got to the bottom of that one.
All right, what do you got?
I have. Would you rather that each season lasts 1 day, 1 week, or 1 year?
Oh man,
1 week.
A week.
it's still quick though.
A week per season?
You
Yeah.
can't plan shit. I'm gonna have to go a year to be honest.
You could do a holiday in a week though.
Yeah, but in terms of like just live, imagine like look how sick we all got just in that transition from summer to winter, which was so abrupt this year.
Yeah. But
Imagine
this is
every
everywhere
week.
in the world.
I also think our bodies though will adjust.
Just maybe.
So weekly.
I
I reckon-
because a year's crazy. Like imagine the year of winter.
That's like Game of Thrones,
You'd be
isn't
like,
it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, but I guess you could just knuckle down for a year. Imagine you're a
It's a
summer.
whole
though.
year.
Hard enough to knuckle down.
But then again, a year of summer, you do like the rain. Like I do like you
You
because
don't want to just be hot.
I like a rain. If I've got it's a rainy week coming up, and I plan my week accordingly. Oh, I've got the summer week.
Here's what you do. Here's what we do. We make lots of money and we just go travel and live summers every year.
yeah. Oh yeah, you just follow summer.
Yeah, every week.
I do week for sure.
Yeah, I think I have to go a week is more practical. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
I think that would be fun. As you say, like, oh, the summer week's coming up. Like, everyone get ready. Like,
true. I think it'd be cool things about it. I think it would also be very inconvenient and a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Like snow season. This
true.
stuff.
Yeah. Although it's every 4 weeks.
Yeah, true. All right. Would you rather be an average person in the present day or a king of a large country 2,500 years ago?
Oh, average person today for sure. I've got a target on my back. Everyone's going to want to
king, yeah.
usurp me. B, what I wake up. What's my I don't know what I'd do all day. I'd sit on my throne. I'd behead someone
Go
for a
hunting?
laugh.
Hunting?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
hunting practice with
thanks.
swords.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse.
Have anyone you want?
Yeah, but like you get every weird disease. Like you
Oh, yeah,
probably
for
have
sure.
chlamydia and syphilis.
disaster.
And like you're probably fat because you're eating sugary foods and you have no like idea of nutrition.
And your people are probably skinny and malnourished.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't do it.
I have no desire to be king. I don't know why it's always wanted in the movies.
I'm gonna
It's
be
like,
awesome.
yeah.
It'd be awesome to be like fourth in line for the throne. Like you're never gonna get there, but you've got you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Basically,
and you're not targeted.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, people say like the best is to be like Kylie Jenner's best friend. You know, be the best friend of someone famous because then you get all the benefits and the perks without the downside
Exactly.
of being famous.
yeah, I reckon you're right. I reckon we probably have it much better than we think we do.
Oh, my
yeah,
God. Are you
100%.
serious? 2,500. We have way better lives than kings back then.
Yeah.
But if the question was like, would you rather be like severely impoverished today or a king back then?
That's actually a better question, isn't it? Would you rather? Yeah. Would you
King.
rather be?
I reckon king.
So
because it's
they-
all relative, right? Like,
I reckon king if I was severely impoverished. There's what's it called? Extreme poverty is less than $1.50 a day. 9% of the world lives on less than $1.50 a day.
Yeah.
So we use that example. I think I'd have to go king.
Yeah, I'd have to go king as well. Wow,
Yeah.
we've shifted.
Yeah. Yeah.
how fickle we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You got one more?
I got 2 more, but we can just do one.
No, I've got.
Yeah. You got one?
What's the time?
It's
3:38.
3:38.
Oh, we're sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. Do you have one?
I've got a gross one.
Nice.
All right, go for it.
Would you rather have sex with a pig and no one know about it?
Oh, yes. I've heard these. This is a
Yeah.
nightmare.
Or not have sex with a pig and
Everyone
everyone be
thinks you did.
1000% convinced that you did?
Have you seen that Black Mirror
That's a
episode?
Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Like, you know
hell.
what? I'm going to have to say, have sex with a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can't continue my brand. I can't do anything I want to do with my life. I can't teach kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everyone thinks I've had sex with a pig.
But you can't go to
Exactly.
therapy because you can't even tell your therapist.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of trauma that's going to be like,
I just do it
Building
and
up.
like that. Yeah, I'd have to do
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I mean, and technically speaking, like you can just get over and done really quickly, hopefully. I mean, just
yeah, but you gotta finish to
Yeah.
completion.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I mean, I would fuck the pig, but how traumatic is that scene from?
Oh my God.
It's so fucked.
I was on a date. I was on, I think, a Tinder date or something like that. Like, and it was like the second date or something, and it was raining or whatever. We couldn't go outside. So we were like, oh, why don't we just stay in and we'll watch Netflix, right?
I've heard good
And
things
I was
about
like,
Black
oh, I've
Mirror.
heard good things
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Black
yeah.
Mirror. Why don't
Yeah.
we just watch the first episode? Tell you, that's one way to kill the mood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Horrific.
Yeah. No, I always say watch Black Mirror, but skip the first episode.
Yeah.
There's some incredible episodes on that show, but not the first one.
Yeah.
Though I do like the point it drives home.
Yeah.
And now it sucks. I don't like the new Black
No,
Mirror.
the new season
Ever
was-
since Netflix bought it, it's gone down.
The new season was really average.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're all pig fuckers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Would you rather kill someone you love or spend the next 50 years in a North Korean prison camp?
Oh God,
Kill
this is
someone I love.
oh no.
Easily, I'd have to.
No.
50 years.
That's it. Life over.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
If you survive that 50 years.
Yeah, then I'll be fucking 74.
Yeah.
And then think of, no, why I'd kill someone I love.
Oh my.
It doesn't have to be like top 10, but like.
Can I pick who it is?
You can pick. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, done.
You know what the interesting thing is? If you got asked this question, I would
Yeah.
rather you kill me than you live 50 years. Like, you know, because like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because like you're not 50 years. That's it. It's your life over.
50
You'll probably kill yourself
Yeah, you
anyway.
couldn't do it.
Like
A North Korean prison camp, you wouldn't be fed. You'd be in like a
North
tomb.
Korea's messed up. That Joe Rogan episode with the North Korean woman was the most insane thing I've ever listened to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like it basically not in prison is worse. Like you're probably better off in prison.
Oh, for sure. In like a Western prison.
No. Then just,
Oh, like
just being
in-
free
even
in North Korea. She was saying like he doesn't give you any food, and we collected grasshoppers. That was our food. We went out into the bush and collected grasshoppers. He said if you came into the room, they'd come in at random inspection times, like 12 o'clock at midnight, and there'd be like a painting. Everyone had to have a painting of Kim Jong Un. If there's a speck of dust on it, they'll kill you. They'll take you out. That's it. They'll kill you. And she said she saw like dead people all the time. She didn't know what empathy was or what love was. And this is not in prison.
It's not living.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, would you rather kill someone or die?
No, or be tortured for the next 50 years, basically. It's a pretty dark question.
I'd have to kill someone I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have to go there as well.
Would you
And I
tell
would
them? Would you be like, look, I'm only doing this so I don't have to go, or would you just like get it over and done with?
I'd just
like,
go,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even give them a chance to know what's happened.
Okay, fair enough.
To be fair, if I was going to die, that's how I'd want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah.
not that I've got that ability. But
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I
that
think we'll
it?
leave it there on that somber note.
on that note.
And on that bombshell,
Yeah, where can people find you?
I'm Will Gibb on Instagram, _ Will Gibb _ on Instagram, and Will Yum Gibb on TikTok.
Are you related to Barry Gibb?
No, I wish. The musician, right?
Yeah. Bee Gees fame.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
well, Will, thanks so much
Next
for coming on the show. We've had a great time.
No, thank you.
For anyone who's interested, we did record an episode before this with Will, more serious about his journey as a creator. If you're interested in going there, so go check that out. We'll put the links whenever that's out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is our last podcast together for 5 weeks.
Together.
Yes.
We're gonna record some podcasts to post while I'm away, but yeah.
So Pace is going away for 5 weeks. So we'll figure out what we're going to do then. But thanks to everyone for listening. Again, leave a review. That really means a lot to us. Follow Will. Message us.
Also, give Byron story suggestions because he's struggling.
Yes, I need story suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you submit through the forms.
Nice.
And we'll see you then.
All right, much
Sick.
love. Bye.
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 Bye.